Life in Moscow had been good to Nikolai Rozumovsky. His privileged birth in 19th century Russia had secured a privileged life. The family's lineage was not close enough to the Tsar to bring unwanted expectations, but the perks of palace life were theirs for the asking. Despite having the best of everything, life had cruelly conspired to make Nikolai something less than a man, a true man. On the surface, he had it all. Looks, wealth, intelligence, privilege, breeding, it was all there. But none of these had been enough to turn that key. His father could not deny that the elusive quality that sets a man apart had never truly taken hold in his only son. On those rare occasions when Nikolai allowed his father to search his eyes, peer into his soul, Daniil Rozumovsky could not deny that his son was adrift, and it was killing him. Nikolai's father relentlessly sought the counsel of his wife. "Xenia, how did I fail him?" He hated being at odds with his only son.
"Maybe he just needs time, Daniil."
They both knew this was a lie. "Time is the one thing I am running out of. It is time my son fulfills his duties and provides me with an heir," he would retort. Xenia would become surly.
"Time and patience are both escaping you, and your civility, I must add."
Daniil's rumination had taken on an irritating quality.
"Foolish man. Nikolai has never taken a chance on love because no one has ever been worth the gamble. There is nothing you can do to force his hand."
Nikolai was so like her. Lustrous dark waves that glistened in the moonlight, piercing eyes that tore through his resolve. They were both so direct, so volatile. Daniil's mellow gentility was no match to their high-spirited manipulations. It was difficult feeling like an outsider in his own home when they banded together. It was futile to parade this mother's son. But the elder Rozumovsky was right. Nikolai could not seem to find his way. Daniil's wife would soften, sensing his defeat.
"My handsome guardian, love will not be rushed. You have little choice but to be patient."
Xenia brushed her full, lush lips across his furrowed brow.
"Pray your son will be as fortunate as you."
Alluring caresses stirred a desire for his vixen. Xenia accepted his advances.
"Fear not, my love. You display your dominance when I crave it most. How is it that you fail to see restraint as your most potent weapon?"
She had coaxed a truce, but a new approach would need to be conceived. Nikolai's father proposed he be educated abroad and use his boundless energy and intellect to further the family fortune. Daniil sensed change was in the air. He feared their way of life would one day come to a fragile crossroads. Subtle signs were everywhere if one chose to see them. Maybe not in his lifetime, or even Nikolai's, but he felt the Russian feudal system would one day give way. He wanted his family to be prepared. He was driven to do what he could to provide and protect, even if it meant reaching out from the grave. He secretly hoped this time away from Russia would somehow settle Nikolai's restlessness, help him find his way, and just maybe a wife.